Welcome to Pioneer Park here in Harlan, Iowa. How you doing today? So today's video, 3 top benefits of OMAD and 1 maybe drawback. Let's get into it. Well, let's start with our first. I've got my notes here on my Pixel. The first benefit of OMAD, or 1 meal a day, it's a time saver. Are you kidding me? All you have to do is, throw a steak on the stove in your pan, add some butter, a couple minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes on each side, throw some salt on there, and you've got yourself your breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whichever one you're eating for your 1 meal a day. Eat that thing, you're done in a half hour. And then you don't have to worry about eating it again until the next day. So it's definitely a time saver. That is a big benefit. Now, these are in no particular order, by the way. Number 2, it's a cost saver. Think about all the snacks that you would have on the standard American diet. And because you're so hungry all the time, eating all those carbs, it just makes you hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. And so you're eating your fruit, you're eating your Hostess ding dongs, you're eating a bunch of garbage. And so you don't have to do that. And by not buying all that extra stuff, you're going to end up saving money, even though meat is getting really expensive. And they probably want to tax it even into oblivion, but that's another video. All right, I'm just freaking out. That looks really neat. All right, back to the video. All right, number 3 benefit of OMAD. Increased weight loss because intermittent fasting. So like for me, I usually eat around lunchtime. That's usually my 1 meal a day. And I'll have a ribeye ideally, or I'll have some ground beef with some eggs in it and some other things. Maybe I'll throw some sausage in there, some bacon for sure, and some extra bacon grease for make sure you're getting enough fat. And that's what I'll eat 1 meal a day, usually around lunchtime. Now the next day I might eat at 10, and then the day after that I might eat at 2. So your fasting window in that scenario, at least for me, is anywhere between 22 or 20 to say 25 or even 30 hours. And so you're getting a lot of intermittent fasting, which is great for your digestive system. Let that thing rest. Also, with those extended fasts, semi-extended fasts, you're getting more of that human growth hormone. You're healing your hormones. Again, make sure that you're getting plenty of fat. And that leads me into the 1 drawback. Am I getting enough protein in that 1 meal? I certainly do the best that I can. Now, I recently watched a video going over a study that as you get older, your body needs more protein and also more activity. So that's one reason why I'm out here at the park walking around. It's beautiful this time of year in Iowa. And so their recommendation, I believe, was something like 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of ideal weight. And I did the math, and for me, that's about 100 grams of protein a day. Now, when I'm eating a ribeye, that's close to 70. So a little bit short. And, what I'll do is I'll add some bacon and a couple eggs. I can usually eat all of that, and I'm getting closer to that 100, but I'm not sure that I'm making it all the way. Now, I will tell you this. My muscles, even though I don't do a lot of exercise yet, and I do plan on adding more of that in, I do feel my muscles getting toner, even though I'm sitting around all day. It's really remarkable, this way of eating, how much that really does help, even though you don't put a lot of extra effort into it. Now, I do plan on putting in some extra effort, and I think that's going to help even more. Now, what that also may do is I might have a need for more food and for more protein. And so instead of OMAD, perhaps I'll switch to 2MAD. You mad, bro? Put in the comments whether you're eating OMAD or 2MAD, if you are mad, and how that's going for you. I'd be really curious to find out. And I've only been on this for about a month, and it took me a little while to work up to OMAD once again. You want your body really to be I wouldn't say all the way fat adapted, but more used to this way of eating. And as you get closer to fat adapted, maybe I am fat adapted. When you get there, it's really not that difficult, at least for me, to do the 1 meal a day, because you really just don't get hungry. And I have seen better weight loss on the OMAD plan. Now, I did this 4 years ago, and I lost 30 to 40 pounds. I wasn't weighing myself. So probably 30 to 40 pounds in about 3 months. Right now I'm down about 10 pounds in 1 month. And so if that continues at that rate, I'm looking at down 30 pounds by Thanksgiving. I will take that. Again, that same study I talked about earlier apparently was showing that it's harder as you're older to let go of the fat. Your body doesn't do that as efficiently. And now that I'm 60 years old, I am seeing a little bit of that. I think that's probably a real thing. But I don't know of a better way to lose the weight, to have the mental clarity, to have a reduction in my tinnitus already. That's been wonderful. The dental health you have, because you don't have all those sugars and bad bacteria in your mouth. Wonderful. And I could go on and on and on, and there's a lot of people in this community that have just amazing stories of healing. I don't deal with any of those immune issues or things like that. It's pretty simple for me. I just want to feel good. I want to be healthy, and I need to lose some weight. So that's one reason why I'm out here at the park. So test driving my new gimbal and my new iPhone 13 mini. Grabbed that before they disappeared. And I do want the 15 Pro Max, so we'll see if that ever happens. So that's kind of my update. Really appreciate you tuning in. I've got a couple lives coming up. This community is amazing and cross-promoting each other, telling our stories, encouraging each other. It's really nice to continue to meet new people and all of that. So I love you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.